Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys a full day of super easy meals that are geared towards weight loss on a whole foods plant-based diet. This is how I ate to lose 70 pounds, and this is also primarily how I eat to maintain my 70-pound weight loss. So I'm going to show you guys how I put meals together, and then at the end, nacho. And then at the end, I'm going to go over tips for weight loss, and I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions. So every morning I like to have some vegetables with my breakfast, and lately I've been enjoying steamed asparagus. So now I'm going to take these leftover cooked sweet potatoes that I have in my fridge, and I'm going to peel one sweet potato, and then I'm going to heat it up in the microwave. So once it's heated up, I'm going to take a banana, and I'm going to take about half a banana, otherwise it gets too sweet, and I'm going to mash it up. And then I like to add a little lemon extract to it, and it makes it taste like this amazing lemon custard. So then I'm just gonna mash my sweet potato down, and then I'm gonna top it with this lemon banana mixture. And then I'm gonna take this mixed fruit salad that I make every week. My kids love this, and I'm just gonna put a little on top. So I like to have some flaxseed on top of mine. I didn't do this during weight loss, but I don't think a little flaxseed will hinder anything, but the choice is yours. And then I have my asparagus and I salt it, and there it is. It is a super easy and fiber-fueled breakfast. It keeps me full for hours. And every morning I do take a multi. This one's got DHA and B12 in it. I will link it for you guys below along with a discount code in case you want to check it out. So I'm going to start off by making the stir fry sauce. It's really simple. It's just some low sodium soy sauce, some seasoned rice vinegar. This does have salt and sugar in it, so if you don't want that, just use plain rice vinegar. And then a few tablespoons of maple syrup. I like chili flakes. Again, it's all optional. So now I'm just going to throw some mushrooms into a hot pan. I prefer shiitake, but today this is all I have. Then I add in some water to help them start to brown and cook down. Then I add some onion, some shredded carrot, some broccoli, and then I add the sauce. And I'm just gonna give this a quick mix, and then I'm gonna add the brown rice. And this is about 2 cups. Again, the recipe is linked for you guys below. So I'm just gonna let it all heat up, and then it'll be ready to serve. So I like to add some more chili flakes, a little cilantro, some black sesame seeds. You can of course leave these off if you want, and a little bit of lime. So then for my vegetable side, I'm gonna have some steamed stir-fried veggies, and then I will just have those with some extra sauce. So for snack today, I had some orange slices, and then a baked tostada, and some celery sticks dipped in some oil-free refried beans. Alright, so this salad is super simple. I like red leaf lettuce and then romaine lettuce. You can use whatever greens you like. I sometimes use boxed greens, but today I really felt like these lettuces. So I'm just going to give them a good chop and then put them into a big bowl. And then I'm going to slice up an English cucumber, which are my favorite. And then I like to add some thin slices of red onion. Of course, all of these ingredients are completely customizable. You can leave out what you don't like or add extra things in. And then I have some white kidney beans from a can that I've drained and rinsed. I love adding beans to salads. And now I'm just gonna slice up a few strawberries and add those to the salad as well. And then some fresh blueberries. So I love these flavored balsamic vinegars from the Rocky Mountain Olive Oil Company. I love this blueberry one, and I really love the strawberry one as well. I will link them for you below with a discount code. For this dressing, I'm just gonna take some of these white kidney beans, and then I'm gonna add a little Dijon mustard, some fresh blueberries, and some blueberry balsamic vinegar. Then I'm just going to blend it all up until it's nice and smooth, and it makes this delicious, creamy, sweet balsamic vinegar. But you can totally skip this step and just pour the vinegars straight on top of the salad. They're super sweet and syrupy. They're amazing. So for these potatoes, it's really easy. I always have leftover already cooked potatoes in the fridge, and so I'm just gonna take a few out and slice them up. Then I've got these ramekins or small casserole dishes that I like to make the potatoes in. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take some of the potatoes and kind of make like a first layer of potatoes. And then I like to season them with a little garlic powder and salt, and then I like to layer on some of the cheese sauce. And of course, everything is linked for you guys below. So then I'm just gonna add another layer and repeat the whole process until I get to the top. And now I'm just gonna pop it in my air fryer. You can also do this in the oven. I just love how crispy it gets in the air fryer. And I usually do it at 425 for 15 to 20 minutes. And I just used my cheese sauce recipe that I will link for you guys below. And I made this one fat-free by just leaving out the cashews. And then I like to garnish with a little parsley, and there it is, guys. It is so delicious. Okay, so the biggest tip that I can give you guys for weight loss on a plant-based diet is number one, to eat whole, unprocessed foods. Really try to cut out the junk food, the chips, the crackers, the cereals, things like that, and instead switch them out for whole foods. So instead of eating potato chips, eat whole potatoes. Instead of sugary dry cereals for breakfast, try having some cooked steel-cut oats with fruit. Just really start eating foods the way that they are grown in nature. And the second biggest tip I can give you is to keep it low fat. My weight loss continued because one, I cut out the refined foods, and two, I made sure to eat low fat. During weight loss, I did cut out added fat. So I rarely ate like avocados or nuts and seeds during weight loss, which is what doctors like Dr. John McDougall recommend and Dr. Neil Barnard, that if you are having a hard time losing weight, to really, for the time being, cut out added fats from nuts, seeds, and avocados. Of course, never use any oil. And then once weight loss is achieved, you can reintroduce the moderate use of nuts, seeds, and avocados, which is what I have done. So now I eat a little bit of flaxseed every day. I have a little bit of nuts every day. I also have some avocado. But if I start to overdo it, then I do start to notice my weight will start to increase. So remove all of the oils from your diet and keep other added fats low or cut them out during weight loss, and then reintroduce them once you've achieved the weight loss that you're looking for. The third tip I can give you guys, and if you guys have been on my channel for any amount of time, then you have heard me share these tips over and over and over, because they are what I did to lose weight. It's seriously what works. And it helps to hear it over and over, to drill it in, so you'll give it a try or you'll stick with it so that you can see weight loss if you're having trouble. So again, the third tip is that 50-50 plate. And this is where you fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables and the other half with starch. And you always start with your non-starchy vegetables first. That way you're filling up on the lowest calorie dense foods first that are the highest in nutrition. And then you move to your higher calorie dense foods like potatoes, rice, beans, corn, any other whole grain that you enjoy. And if you're hungry after you finish that, then go back for seconds, serve yourself the same way, and start with your non-starchy veggies first. A lot of times you'll find that you'll go for that second helping, you'll eat that second helping of vegetables, and then you really don't feel like eating more starch. And all that's happening by filling up on non-starchy vegetables is that you're reducing the overall calories of your meal without having to count calories or weigh or measure anything. And all of the fiber and the water in the non-starchy vegetables helps fill you up and keep you full, so that you're not overeating and snacking on junk foods later. So those three things are the main things to incorporate in your plant-based diet if weight loss is what you're looking for. Now, I hear a lot from people that are just trying to lose 5 or 10 more pounds, and they don't technically have to lose that weight to be healthy. They're already in a healthy weight range, but they really just want to lean out a little bit more. And it can be really difficult. It can take some time. Even the last 20 pounds can be a little tricky for some people. It just depends on age, hormonal health, and genetics play a really big role as well. So if you find yourself incorporating all of these things and months go by and you've been really consistent, and your weight still just does not want to budge, and you're just trying to lose those last few pounds to lean out a little bit more, then what you can do is you can start your meal with a fat-free vegetable soup or a nice big salad, and then move to your 50-50 plate. Now, this is what Dr. McDougall recommends in his program for maximum weight loss. I personally did not follow that because it was a lot of like extra cooking. I could never have like a soup made all the time or another salad made all the time. So I just used the 50-50 plate, cut out all oils and all added fat, and I had no trouble getting to the place that I am now. But if you've done that and your weight loss has stalled and you really think you want to move a little bit further, then this is what he recommends for maximum weight loss, is to again start your meal with a soup or a salad and then move to your 50-50 plate. And then if you want seconds, then you start over and you go back to that soup or salad and then your 50-50 plate. And it's the same principle. All you're doing is loading up on the lowest calorie dense foods that are full of fiber and water and nutrition, and then moving on to your more calorie dense foods. So if you do that diligently and your weight still does not budge, then I encourage you to really embrace the beautiful body that you are in, and don't, make yourself miserable over being 5 or 10 pounds leaner. All right, so the other thing I get asked a lot about is exercise. You guys want to know exactly how much I exercise to lose weight. You want to know how much I exercise now to maintain my weight. And the truth is that exercise is important. Of course, it's good for you to move your body, but it is not going to be what makes or breaks your weight loss. 90% of the weight loss that you see is going to do with how you're eating and how healthy you're eating and how consistently you are eating that way. So when I was losing weight, I honestly only walked because I was so burnt out from exercising that I just wanted to walk. So I took a brisk 30 to 40 minute walk every single day, and that is all I did during the 14 months that it took me to lose 70 pounds. Nowadays, I do more weight training and body work. I do lots of hiking and cycling, but that is not to maintain my weight. That is simply to stay fit and healthy, and because I enjoy being outdoors and being active. So again, you can see significant weight loss without having to kill yourself working out. I get asked a lot how much weight one should expect to lose every week, and that is completely individual. It depends a lot on how much weight you have to lose, on again, your genetics, how old you are, how well you're eating. There's no standard across the board. I can't tell you you should be losing 3 pounds a week or you're not doing it right. It's completely individual. Some people lose a consistent amount of weight the whole time. Some people will lose very little weight in the beginning and then all of a sudden be 10 pounds lighter and then keep losing weight. It's really different for everybody. Generally, the more weight you have to lose, the faster it comes off in the beginning, but the closer you get to a healthy weight range, your weight loss slows down. So when I hear from a lot of you that are not overweight, you're just 10 pounds heavier than you were in high school and you'd like to fit in those high school jeans again, you're most likely not gonna lose 3 or 4 pounds a week. It's gonna take a little longer and you might lose half a pound to a pound a week. So it's really individual. There's so many variables that you just gotta be patient with yourself, be patient with your body, be consistent with good eating, and let your body do the rest. I get asked a lot how long it took me to lose 70 pounds, and it took me about 14 months before I was weight stable. I think it would have gone a lot faster had I not had the transition period that I had, but when you're just trying to get off of like Cheetos and Taco Bell runs, there needs to be a transition period. So in the beginning, I was eating a lot of pasta, a lot of bread, a lot of cereal, and I was still losing weight. But again, I had 70 pounds to lose. I was really heavy. So even though I was eating more calorie dense, refined foods, the fact that I was keeping it low fat was enough to help my body start letting go of excess weight. But my weight loss did stop after a few months and I had to reevaluate my diet. And that's when I moved to a more maximum weight loss diet where I made sure that there was absolutely no oil or added fats in my diet. And I cut out all of the refined foods and started eating whole foods. But yeah, it took me about 14 months before I was like finally weight stable at a place where my body has been happy. Okay, and my last question for today is, I get asked a lot if I ever indulge and eat out at restaurants or have things with oil in them. How often do I eat pasta? Things like that. And the answer is, of course, I am completely human. I love to go out to restaurants. I love any meal that I don't have to make. I do try to stay away from fried foods because it just tears up my stomach. It's not worth it. But if I get a pasta at a restaurant and there's oil in the sauce, I don't care. You know, it's once in a while. It doesn't affect my health or weight once in a while. If I were to do that regularly, then that would begin to be a problem. And of course, I eat pasta and refined foods here and there. I just don't do it regularly. 90 to 95% of my diet is whole and unprocessed, but then the other 5% is to allow for life and weekends and overall happiness. And do I use oil? I don't cook with oil. The only time I use oil is just a little spray if it's gonna stick to something, or if I'm having company and I need something to brown up and look tastier, then I'll use a light spray of oil, usually around the holidays. But other than that, oil is just something I really stay away from because it is so easy to overconsume oil, and it's pure fat and your body stores it as fat, that I just try to stay away from using it in my daily cooking. That way, when I go out to a restaurant and it's in the food, who cares? And do I ever indulge and have desserts? Absolutely. During the week, I eat very monotonous and repetitively because that's what's easy for me. And then on the weekend, I always make like veggie pizza, and I will make a dessert, usually like lava cake or some black bean brownies, and I will have it either on Friday or Saturday, and then I go back to my normal eating on Sunday. I still try to make everything as healthy as possible, and I of course never add oil, but yeah, I absolutely like to indulge. All right, guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to keep this journey about health and not just about the skinny. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.